Atomic Habits, Tiny Changes for Remarkable Results, written and published by Audiobook. A practical guide to transforming your life through small, consistent actions. Introduction. The power of tiny changes. Why small habits matter more than big goals. In a world obsessed with massive success and overnight transformations, we often overlook the silent power of small, consistent changes. We glorify the breakthrough moments, the Olympic athlete winning gold, the entrepreneur striking it rich, or the artist gaining sudden fame. Yet we forget that these victories are not created in a single instance. They are the result of tiny, consistent habits repeated over time. This book is about the remarkable power of atomic habits, small behaviors that seem insignificant at first but, when compounded over time, lead to extraordinary results. Imagine improving by just 1% each day. At first, the change is almost unnoticeable, but over a year, this tiny habit will compound to make you 37 times better than when you started. Most people assume that success comes from big decisions, bold moves, or radical shifts. But real change happens in the small, consistent actions you take daily. This book will show you how to master these small behaviors and harness their power to reshape your life. What you will learn in this book, by the time you finish reading, you will have a clear understanding of how habits shape your identity and success, practical strategies for breaking bad habits and forming good ones, a scientific approach to habit formation backed by research and real-world case studies, a step-by-step system to make positive habits effortless and automatic. This is not just another self-help book filled with motivational fluff. It is a blueprint for sustainable success, grounded in psychology, neuroscience, and real-life stories. Every chapter is designed to be practical, engaging, and applicable to your daily life. Chapter 1. The Power of Small Habits. Why we struggle to change. Most people struggle with change because they focus on the wrong thing. We chase results, losing 20 pounds, doubling our income, writing a book, but results are outcomes of habits, not the cause of them. The real problem is not that we lack motivation or willpower. It's that we focus on the wrong system. If you want to lose weight, focusing on the scale won't help as much as developing a habit of daily movement and healthy eating. If you want to be financially successful, obsessing over money won't work as well as developing consistent saving and investing habits. If you want to be more productive, the answer isn't pushing harder but building daily habits that make productivity automatic. True behavior change starts not with goals, but with habits. Identity-based habits, the key to lasting change. Most people approach habits in the wrong order. They think, I want to lose weight, so I need to go on a diet. I want to write a book, so I need to force myself to write every day. I want to wake up early, so I need to set multiple alarms. But forcing actions doesn't work long-term. The real way to change is through identity-based habits. Instead of focusing on what you want to achieve, you focus on who you want to become. Instead of saying, I want to lose weight, say, I am a healthy person. Instead of saying, I want to write a book, say, I am a writer. Instead of saying, I want to wake up early, say, I am the kind of person who starts my day early. Your identity shapes your behavior. When you start acting like the person you want to become, the habits naturally follow. The 1% rule. How small habits lead to big results. One of the biggest misconceptions about change is that it needs to be drastic to be effective. But science proves otherwise. James Clear, a leading expert on habits, introduced the 1% rule, the idea that tiny, daily improvements compound over time. If you improve by just 1% per day in 1 year, you won't be just slightly better. You will be 37 times better. Here's how. On day 1, you improve by 1%. On day 2, you improve by 1% of the new total. By day 365, you have compounded your growth exponentially. Tiny improvements don't seem like much in the moment, but over time, they add up to massive change. The science of habit formation. Habits are formed through a simple neurological loop. Cue. A trigger that initiates the habit, e.g., waking up triggers checking your phone. Craving. The desire that follows the cue, e.g., craving information or entertainment. Response. The action you take, e.g., scrolling through social media. Reward. The satisfaction that reinforces the habit, e.g., feeling entertained. Understanding this loop helps us design better habits and break bad ones. For example, want to start exercising? Put your gym clothes next to your bed as a cue. Want to read more? Leave books on your pillow as a reminder. Want to quit junk food? Remove it from your house to eliminate the cue. By controlling our environment and triggers, we can make good habits automatic and bad habits invisible. Practical exercise, your first atomic habit. Let's apply what you've learned. Pick one small habit you want to start. Follow these steps. Decide on a habit. Choose something small, e.g., reading one page of a book daily. Anchor it to an existing habit. Attach it to something you already do, e.g., after I drink my morning coffee, I will read one page. Make it easy. Start with just one step, e.g., read one sentence if a full page feels like too much. Track progress. Use a calendar to mark each day you complete your habit. Celebrate small wins. Reinforce your new habit by acknowledging each small victory. By starting small and staying consistent, you will effortlessly build powerful habits over time. Conclusion. Tiny changes, remarkable results. The key to lasting success isn't massive action but consistent, small improvements. When you focus on identity-based habits, tiny daily improvements, and habit loops, you create change that lasts. This is just the beginning. In the next chapter, we will explore how to design your environment for success, making good habits inevitable and bad habits impossible. Chapter 2. Designing your environment for success. Why willpower alone is not enough. Most people assume that success comes from having strong willpower or high motivation. While these qualities are important, they are also unreliable. Motivation fluctuates, and willpower is a limited resource. If you rely solely on these factors to build better habits, you will struggle to stay consistent. The truth is, your environment shapes your behavior more than you realize. Instead of relying on discipline, the smartest way to build good habits is to design your environment in a way that naturally encourages the behavior you want to develop. If you want to eat healthier, make sure healthy foods are visible and accessible. If you want to read more, place books in areas where you spend the most time. If you want to work out consistently, lay out your workout clothes the night before. By making small adjustments to your environment, you can remove friction for good habits and increase friction for bad habits. The power of environmental design. Environment plays a huge role in shaping behavior. Studies show that we often make decisions based on what is easiest and most convenient, rather than what is best for us. Consider these real-world examples. Grocery store layout. Items at eye level are purchased more often. By placing healthier foods at eye level, people unconsciously make better choices. Office setups. Employees who have candy on their desk eat significantly more sweets than those who have to walk across the room to get them. Home organization. People who leave their TV remote on the coffee table watch more television than those who store it in a drawer. These patterns reveal a simple truth. We are more likely to engage in behaviors that are convenient and easy. If you want to make a habit stick, you must design your environment to make it effortless. How to make good habits inevitable. To build good habits effortlessly, follow these strategies. 1. Reduce friction for good habits. Make the habit as easy as possible to start. Want to exercise more? Keep your workout gear visible and ready to use. Want to drink more water? Place a water bottle within arm's reach. Want to wake up early? Put your alarm clock across the room. By reducing friction, you remove barriers to taking action. 2. Increase friction for bad habits. Make bad habits more difficult to do. Want to watch less TV? Unplug it after each use or remove the remote batteries. Want to eat less junk food? Store it in an inconvenient place or stop buying it altogether. Want to spend less time on your phone? Keep it in another room during work hours. By increasing friction, you make bad habits less appealing. 3. Use visual cues to reinforce habits. Humans are visual creatures. The more visible a habit is, the more likely you are to follow through. Place sticky notes as reminders in strategic places. Use habit trackers to see progress visually. Keep objects associated with good habits in plain sight. A habit that is out of sight is often out of mind. 4. Create a dedicated habit space. If possible, assign a specific place for the habit. A reading corner makes reading more inviting. A home gym space makes workouts more routine. A clean, organized workspace boosts focus and productivity. Having a physical location dedicated to your habit reinforces your identity as someone who does that activity. The science behind environmental cues. Research from behavioral psychology shows that our surroundings heavily influence our decisions, often without us realizing it. One famous study by Dr. and Thorndike at a hospital cafeteria showed how subtle environmental changes could impact behavior. By placing bottled water in more locations and reducing the visibility of soda, sales of water increased by 25% while soda sales declined. People did not actively decide to drink more water. They simply responded to environmental cues. This same principle applies to all areas of life. If you want to develop strong habits, optimize your environment so that the right cues are always present. Practical exercise. Habit environment makeover. Take one habit you want to develop and optimize your environment to support it. Follow these steps. Identify the habit. Choose one behavior you want to reinforce. Analyze your current environment. What obstacles are preventing you from sticking to it? Make it easier. Adjust your environment to reduce friction. Add visual cues. Place reminders where you will see them. Remove distractions. Eliminate anything that tempts you to break the habit. For example, if you want to read more, remove your phone from your bedside table and replace it with a book. If you want to wake up earlier, use a bright lamp that simulates sunrise instead of an alarm tone. If you want to spend less time on social media, install website blockers. These small environmental tweaks make a huge impact over time. Conclusion: set yourself up for success. Your habits are shaped not just by your willpower, but by your environment. The easiest way to build good habits is to design your surroundings for success. Make good habits effortless by reducing friction. Make bad habits difficult by increasing friction. Use visual cues to reinforce behaviors. Create spaces that support your identity. By making small adjustments to your environment, you remove the need for motivation and make success inevitable. In the next chapter, we will explore how to break bad habits and replace them with behaviors that align with your goals. Chapter 3: Breaking Bad Habits and Replacing Them with Positive Behaviors. Why bad habits are so hard to break. Everyone has habits they want to change. Whether it's procrastination, unhealthy eating, overspending, excessive screen time, or negative self-talk, breaking bad habits can feel frustrating and exhausting. The reason bad habits are so persistent is that they become deeply ingrained in our neural pathways. Each time we repeat a behavior, our brain strengthens the connections associated with it, making the habit automatic. Think of a bad habit as a well-worn path in the forest. The more you walk it, the clearer and easier it becomes. If you want to break a habit, you must stop reinforcing the old path and create a new one. In this chapter, you will learn a proven system for eliminating bad habits and replacing them with positive behaviors that align with your goals. The 4 stages of breaking a bad habit. To break a habit effectively, you must address the 4 components that sustain it. Cue: the trigger that starts the habit. Craving: the desire that follows the cue. Response: the action you take. Reward: the benefit that reinforces the behavior. Let's break down each stage and explore how to disrupt the habit loop. 1. Remove the cue. Make bad habits invisible. Most bad habits are triggered by a cue in your environment. If you can eliminate or reduce your exposure to that cue, the habit will start to weaken. How to remove triggers for bad habits. If you want to stop snacking on junk food, remove it from your kitchen. If you want to reduce screen time, keep your phone in another room. If you want to stop checking emails compulsively, turn off notifications. If you want to quit smoking, avoid places where you usually smoke. By eliminating the cue, you make the habit harder to start. 2. Reduce the craving. Make bad habits unattractive. Habits form because they satisfy a craving, whether it's relief from stress, boredom, or discomfort. If you can change how you view the habit, it will lose its appeal. How to reduce cravings. Reframe the habit. Instead of thinking, "I need a cigarette to relax," reframe it as, "Smoking is ruining my health." Associate pain with the habit. Link negative consequences to the behavior. Example: every time I waste money on fast food, I delay my financial goals. Use identity-based thinking. Instead of saying, "I'm trying to quit," say, "I'm not a smoker anymore." The less appealing a habit feels, the less likely you are to engage in it. 3. Increase friction. Make bad habits difficult. Bad habits stick because they are easy and convenient. The more effort required to perform a habit, the less likely you are to do it. How to add friction to bad habits. Want to stop checking social media? Log out of your accounts and delete the app from your phone. Want to spend less money? Leave your credit card at home and use cash instead. Want to stop hitting the snooze button? Place your alarm clock across the room. By making bad habits inconvenient, you naturally reduce their frequency. 4. Remove the reward. Make bad habits unfulfilling. Every habit persists because it rewards you in some way, even if the reward is temporary. To break a habit, you must remove or replace the reward. How to remove the reward? Track the consequences. Keep a journal of how the habit negatively affects you. Example: after binge-watching TV, write down how tired and unproductive you feel. Find a healthier substitute. If you smoke to relieve stress, replace it with deep breathing or exercise. Use accountability. Ask a friend to check on your progress. If you relapse, have a consequence, such as donating money to a cause you dislike. When a habit no longer feels rewarding, your brain will gradually let go of it. How to replace a bad habit with a positive one. Breaking a bad habit without replacing it creates a vacuum, a void that often pulls you back into the old behavior. To prevent this, you need to swap the bad habit with a positive one. 1. Identify the need the habit fulfills. Every habit serves a purpose. Ask yourself, do I snack late at night because I'm actually bored, not hungry? Do I procrastinate because I'm afraid of failure? Do I scroll through my phone because I need an escape? Once you identify the underlying need, you can find a better habit to satisfy it. 2. Choose a new habit that provides the same reward. Instead of snacking on junk food, drink tea or eat fruit. Instead of checking your phone when bored, read a book or go for a walk. Instead of procrastinating on work, break the task into small, manageable steps. A good replacement habit satisfies the same craving but in a healthier way. 3. Make the new habit easy and appealing. If your new habit is difficult or unenjoyable, you won't stick with it. If you want to work out, start with 5-minute sessions. If you want to eat healthier, prepare meals in advance. If you want to stop scrolling at night, replace phone time with a relaxing routine. The easier and more appealing your new habit is, the faster it will replace the bad one. Practical exercise. Breaking one bad habit this week. Let's apply what you've learned. Choose one bad habit and follow this step-by-step process to replace it. Identify the habit you want to break. Find the cue that triggers it. Remove or reduce exposure to that cue. Find a replacement habit that satisfies the same need. Make the new habit easy, enjoyable, and rewarding. For example, habit to break: late-night social media scrolling. Cue: feeling bored before bed. Remove the cue. Keep the phone in another room. Replacement habit: read 10 pages of a book instead. Make it enjoyable. Choose a book you love and keep it by your bedside. By following this process, you create a permanent habit shift. Conclusion: the power of habit transformation. Breaking bad habits isn't about willpower. It's about changing the system that keeps them alive. To successfully eliminate a habit, remove the cue, make it invisible. Reduce the craving, reframe its appeal. Increase friction, make it difficult. Remove the reward, make it unfulfilling. Replace it with a positive habit that satisfies the same need. By following these principles, you can permanently eliminate bad habits and replace them with behaviors that align with your goals. In the next chapter, we will explore how to make good habits stick for a lifetime, using proven methods to sustain lasting behavior change. Chapter 4: Making Good Habits Stick for a Lifetime. Why most people struggle to maintain good habits. Starting a good habit is easy, but maintaining it over the long run is where most people fail. You might begin a workout routine, a reading habit, or a new diet with enthusiasm, but after a few weeks, motivation fades, distractions take over, and you gradually fall back into old patterns. Why does this happen? Most people assume that they just need more willpower or better discipline, but science shows that consistency is not about self-control, it's about strategy. In this chapter, you'll learn practical methods to make your good habits last forever, ensuring that you never have to start over again. The key to consistency: making habits automatic. The reason bad habits are easy to maintain is that they are automatic. You don't have to remind yourself to check your phone, eat junk food, or procrastinate. It happens effortlessly. To make good habits stick, you need to apply the same principle. Turn them into automatic behaviors that require little to no effort. The habit loop. How behaviors become automatic. Habits follow a predictable pattern. Cue. A trigger that reminds you to act. Craving. A desire to perform the behavior. Response. The action itself. Reward. A positive outcome that reinforces the habit. Your goal is to make this cycle work in your favor so that good habits become as automatic as brushing your teeth. Step 1. Attach your habit to an existing routine. One of the best ways to make a habit stick is to anchor it to something you already do daily. This technique is called habit stacking, and it works by pairing a new habit with an existing one. Formula. After I existing habit, I will new habit. Examples. After I brush my teeth, I will floss one tooth. After I pour my morning coffee, I will read one page of a book. After I take off my work shoes, I will do 5 push-ups. By attaching your new habit to an existing one, you create a natural trigger that helps the habit stick. Step 2. Make your habit incredibly easy. Most people fail because they start too big. Instead of aiming for a 30-minute workout, start with 1 push-up. Instead of reading for an hour, start with 1 paragraph. This is called the 2-minute rule. When you start a new habit, it should take less than 2 minutes to do. Why? Because starting is the hardest part. Once you begin, you're more likely to continue. Examples. Want to start running? Just put on your running shoes. Want to start writing? Open your document and type 1 sentence. Want to meditate? Sit down and take 1 deep breath. The goal is to make the habit so easy that it's impossible to fail. Step 3. Use visual cues to reinforce the habit. People are more likely to stick to a habit when they can see their progress. This is why habit tracking works so well. Use a calendar or habit tracker and mark an X each day you complete your habit. Seeing a streak build up makes you want to keep going. Examples of visual habit reinforcement. Fitness apps. Track your workouts. Reading apps. Mark how many pages you read daily. Habit tracking charts. Keep a simple checklist on your fridge. The key is to create a visible reminder of your progress. Step 4. Create accountability. When other people are aware of your habit, you are more likely to stick to it. Ways to stay accountable. Find a habit partner. Check in with a friend daily. Join a community. Engage with others pursuing the same goal. Make a commitment. Publicly announce your goal to friends or family. People who commit to a habit publicly are far more likely to stick with it. Step 5. Reward yourself to reinforce the behavior. Rewards create positive reinforcement, making you want to repeat the habit. Ways to reward yourself. Immediate rewards. Give yourself a small treat after completing the habit. Milestone rewards. After sticking to the habit for a month, buy something meaningful. Natural rewards. Choose habits that have built-in rewards, e.g., exercise gives you more energy. Example. If you want to develop a daily reading habit, allow yourself a cup of tea every time you read. Your brain will start associating the habit with pleasure. Step 6. Plan for habit disruptions. No matter how consistent you are, life will get in the way at some point. You might get sick, travel, or have a busy week that throws off your routine. How to prevent habit breakdowns. Never miss twice. If you miss a day, get back on track immediately. Have a backup plan. If you can't do a full workout, do 1 minute of stretching instead. Make adjustments. If your schedule changes, find a new time for your habit. The key is to bounce back quickly instead of giving up entirely. Step 7. Make your habit part of your identity. The most powerful way to make a habit stick is to see yourself as the type of person who does it. Instead of saying, I'm trying to exercise, say, I am an athlete. Instead of saying, I'm trying to read more, say, I am a reader. Identity-based habits are stronger because they become part of who you are, not just something you do. Practical exercise. Make 1 habit stick this month. Choose 1 habit and follow these steps to make it automatic and permanent. Attach it to an existing habit. After I drink coffee, I will read 1 page. Make it easy. Start with 2 minutes only. Use visual cues. Track your progress on a calendar. Create accountability. tell a friend, or join a group. Reward yourself. Pair the habit with something enjoyable. Plan for disruptions. If I miss a day, I will get back on track immediately. Adopt the identity. I am the type of person who does this habit. By following this system, you will never struggle to maintain good habits again. Conclusion: the formula for lifelong habits. Good habits don't require willpower. They require a strategy. To make a habit last for a lifetime, attach it to an existing routine. Make it easy to start. Use visual reminders. Stay accountable. Reward yourself. Plan for obstacles. Make it part of your identity. By applying these principles, your habits will become automatic and effortless, leading to a lifetime of growth and success. In the next chapter, we will explore how habits shape your identity and how to use them to transform your entire life. Chapter 5. How habits shape your identity and transform your life. The power of identity-based habits. Most people try to change their habits by focusing on what they want to achieve. They set goals like, I want to lose weight. I want to make more money. I want to be more productive. While setting goals is useful, it's not the most effective way to create lasting change. Instead of focusing on outcomes, the most powerful way to change is to shift your identity first. The identity-first approach to habit formation. Your habits are a reflection of your self-image. If you see yourself as a healthy person, you will naturally make choices that align with that identity. If you see yourself as a lazy person, you will struggle to stick to good habits. The key to long-term behavior change is to become the type of person who naturally does the things you want to do. Instead of saying, I want to lose weight, say, I am a healthy person who makes smart food choices. I want to be productive, say, I am the kind of person who gets things done. I want to write a book, say, I am a writer. When you align your identity with the habits you want to build, behavior change becomes effortless. Why identity change works better than goals. 1. Goals are temporary, but identity is permanent. A goal is something you achieve and then move on from. But an identity is something you become and maintain for life. If you run a marathon, you might stop training afterward. If you lose weight for a wedding, you might go back to old eating habits. But if you shift your identity, the behavior becomes permanent. A runner keeps running. A healthy person stays healthy. 2. Identity creates self-reinforcing habits. Once you believe in a new identity, every action you take reinforces it. Each time you go to the gym, you reinforce the identity of being a fit person. Each time you read a book, you reinforce the identity of being a reader. Each time you wake up early, you reinforce the identity of being disciplined. The more you act in alignment with your new identity, the stronger it becomes. 3. Identity eliminates decision fatigue. When a habit is part of your identity, you don't have to debate whether or not to do it. A person who identifies as a vegetarian doesn't struggle to decide whether to eat meat. A non-smoker doesn't need willpower to avoid cigarettes. By shifting your identity, you remove the internal struggle of making decisions. How to change your identity in 3 steps. Step 1. Decide the type of person you want to become. Ask yourself, who do I want to be? What kind of habits does that person have? What choices would they make daily? Be specific. Instead of saying, I want to be healthy, say, I am someone who exercises daily, eats whole foods, and prioritizes sleep. Instead of saying, I want to be rich, say, I am the type of person who saves money, invests wisely, and manages finances responsibly. Step 2. Take small actions that prove your identity. Once you've defined your new identity, reinforce it by acting like that person, even in the smallest ways. Examples. Want to be a reader? Read 1 page per day. Want to be fit? Do 1 push-up daily. Want to be productive? Start your day by completing 1 important task. Each small action reinforces the belief that you are that person. Step 3. Reinforce the identity with every action. Every action is a vote for the person you want to become. The more votes you cast, the stronger your new identity becomes. Each workout is a vote for being an athlete. Each healthy meal is a vote for being fit. Each saved dollar is a vote for being financially responsible. The goal is not perfection, but consistency. If you skip a day, don't let it change your identity. Just get back on track. How identity shapes long-term success. Case Study 1. The identity of a runner. Lisa always wanted to be fit, but she struggled to stay consistent with exercise. One day, she decided to become a runner instead of just someone who tries to exercise. She started with just 5-minute runs. Over time, she added distance and built momentum. She now runs 5 miles a day, not because she forces herself, but because it's part of who she is. Case study 2. The identity of a non-smoker. John had been trying to quit smoking for years. He always told himself, "I'm trying to quit." One day, he changed his identity. Instead of saying, "I'm trying to quit," he said, "I am a non-smoker." From that day forward, every cigarette felt out of alignment with his identity. The more he repeated the new identity, the easier it became to stay smoke-free. Practical exercise. Build your new identity today. 1. Write down the identity you want to adopt. Example: I am a disciplined person who exercises every morning. 2. List 3 small habits that reinforce this identity. Example: put on workout clothes as soon as you wake up. Do 5 minutes of stretching. Take a 10-minute walk. 3. Commit to these small actions daily. 4. Track your progress and reinforce your identity daily. By doing this, your new habits will become a natural extension of who you are. Conclusion: transform your life through identity-based habits. If you want to change your life, don't start with goals, start with identity. Decide who you want to become. Take small actions that reinforce that identity. Let every action be a vote for the person you want to be. By shifting your identity, you create effortless, lasting change. In the next chapter, we'll explore how to use habit stacking to make multiple positive changes without feeling overwhelmed. Chapter 6. The Power of Habit Stacking. How to build multiple good habits at once. Why habit stacking is the secret to effortless growth. One of the biggest challenges in habit formation is finding time to build new behaviors. Many people struggle with consistency because they try to force new habits into an already busy schedule. The solution? Habit stacking. Instead of trying to find extra time for new habits, you attach them to existing habits. This method makes it effortless to build multiple positive behaviors without feeling overwhelmed. What is habit stacking? Habit stacking is a technique where you pair a new habit with an existing one. Instead of saying, "I'll meditate sometime today," say, "After I brush my teeth, I will meditate for 30 seconds." Instead of saying, "I'll start reading more," say, "After I pour my morning coffee, I will read 1 page of a book." By linking your new habit to something you already do daily, you make it much easier to stick with it. Why habit stacking works so well? It eliminates the need for motivation. Your existing habit acts as a trigger for the new one. It saves time. Instead of creating new routines, you enhance the ones you already have. It makes habits automatic. Over time, stacked habits become second nature. The formula for habit stacking. To create a habit stack, use this simple formula. After I, current habit, I will a new habit. Example 1. After I pour my coffee in the morning, I will write down 3 things I'm grateful for. Example 2. After I put my phone on the charger at night, I will read 1 page of a book. Example 3. After I take off my shoes when I get home, I will do 10 push-ups. By using this formula, you anchor your new habit to an action that already happens every day. How to create your own habit stacking routine. Step 1. Identify your existing daily habits. Write down a list of habits you already do without fail every day. These could be brushing your teeth, pouring coffee or tea, eating breakfast, taking a shower, driving to work, checking emails, putting on shoes, turning off the lights before bed. These are great anchors for stacking new habits. Step 2. Choose a new habit you want to add. Pick a new habit that aligns with your goals. Want to be more productive? Stack a habit that improves focus, e.g., journaling, prioritizing tasks. Want to be healthier? Stack a habit that supports wellness, e.g., stretching, drinking water. Want to be more mindful? Stack a habit that promotes awareness, e.g., deep breathing, gratitude. Step 3. Use the habit stacking formula. Take your new habit and attach it to an existing one using the formula. After I, current habit, I will a new habit. Example: after I brush my teeth, I will drink a glass of water. After I get into bed, I will take 3 deep breaths to relax. After I turn on my laptop, I will write down my top 3 priorities for the day. Step 4. Start small and make it easy. If your habit is too big, it will be difficult to sustain. Start with tiny, effortless actions. Instead of, after I wake up, I will exercise for 30 minutes. Start with, after I wake up, I will do 1 stretch. Instead of, after I finish lunch, I will read for 30 minutes. Start with, after I finish lunch, I will read 1 sentence. Small habits grow naturally over time. Step 5. Track your progress and adjust. Use a habit tracker to monitor your consistency. Seeing your streak build will keep you motivated. If you struggle with a habit, adjust the timing or pair it with a different existing habit. Example habit tracker. Day. Habit completed. Monday. Checked. Tuesday. Checked. Wednesday. Checked. Thursday. Missed. Friday. Checked. Even if you miss a day, follow the never miss twice rule and get back on track immediately. Examples of powerful habit stacks. Morning habit stacks. After I wake up, I will drink a glass of water. After I brush my teeth, I will meditate for 30 seconds. After I pour my coffee, I will read 1 page of a book. After I put on my shoes, I will do 5 push-ups. Work habit stacks. After I open my laptop, I will write down my top 3 tasks for the day. After I finish a meeting, I will take 3 deep breaths to reset. After I check emails, I will drink a glass of water. Evening habit stacks. After I turn off the TV, I will read 1 page of a book. After I put my phone on the charger, I will write down 1 thing I learned today. After I turn off the lights, I will take 3 deep breaths before sleeping. By linking new habits to routines you already have, you make change effortless. Advanced habit stacking. Building a chain of habits. Once you master 1 habit stack, you can expand it into a chain of habits. Example. Morning routine stack. 1. After I wake up, I will drink a glass of water. 2. After I drink water, I will do 5 minutes of stretching. 3. After I stretch, I will meditate for 1 minute. 4. After I meditate, I will write down my top priority for the day. This creates a seamless routine where 1 habit naturally flows into the next. Common mistakes and how to fix them. Mistake number 1. Choosing an inconsistent anchor habit. If you choose a habit that doesn't happen every day, e.g., after I go to the gym, your stack will be inconsistent. Solution. Pick a habit that happens without fail, e.g., after I brush my teeth. Mistake number 2. Making the habit too big. Trying to stack a 30-minute workout onto a morning routine will likely fail. Solution. Start small. Make it so easy you can't fail, then let it grow naturally. Mistake number 3. Forgetting to track progress. If you don't track your habit, you may forget about it or lose motivation. Solution. Use a habit tracker or simply mark a calendar with an X each time you complete the habit. Conclusion. Transform your life with habit stacking. Habit stacking allows you to effortlessly build multiple positive habits without overloading yourself. Attach new habits to existing ones. Start small and keep it easy. Track your progress and adjust when needed. Expand habit stacks into full routines. By applying this method, you can create lasting, automatic habits that support your goals. In the next chapter, we'll explore how to build a reward system that keeps you motivated for life. Chapter 7. The Science of Rewards. How to stay motivated for life. Why motivation fades over time. When people start a new habit, they often feel excited and motivated. They hit the gym, wake up early, eat healthier, or write daily with enthusiasm. But after a few weeks, the excitement fades. Suddenly, skipping the gym feels easier. Hitting snooze becomes more tempting. The once exciting habit now feels like a chore. Why does this happen? The answer lies in the reward system of your brain. Motivation does not last by itself. You must actively reinforce habits with rewards. How rewards shape habits. Every habit forms through a cue craving response reward loop. Cue, your phone buzzes. Craving, you want to see the message. Response, you check the notification. Reward, you satisfy your curiosity. Cue, you feel stressed. Craving, you want relief. Response, you eat a cookie. Reward, you feel comforted. Your brain repeats behaviors that provide rewards, even if they're bad for you. If you want good habits to stick, you must find ways to make them instantly rewarding. Why delayed rewards don't work? Most good habits have long-term rewards but lack immediate gratification. Exercise improves health, but results take weeks or months. Saving money builds wealth, but you don't see instant results. Studying helps you succeed, but the payoff comes later. Meanwhile, bad habits provide instant rewards. Eating junk food gives instant pleasure. Skipping the gym feels good in the moment. Watching TV instead of working gives immediate relaxation. To stick with good habits, you must create immediate rewards that reinforce your progress. How to make good habits instantly rewarding. If a habit feels rewarding in the moment, you're far more likely to repeat it. 1. Use immediate rewards. Pair a habit with something you enjoy. Want to exercise? Listen to your favorite music or podcast while working out. Want to read more? Enjoy a cup of tea or coffee while reading. Want to clean your home? Play upbeat music while tidying up. Celebrate small wins. After completing your habit, say, "I'm proud of myself." Keep a habit journal and write down each small success. Give yourself small rewards. After working out for a week, treat yourself to a new playlist or audiobook. After completing a month of reading, buy yourself a new book. 2. Use a habit tracker. Seeing your progress visually reinforces motivation. Use a calendar and mark an X each day you complete the habit. Use a habit tracking app to see your streak build over time. The Don't Break the Chain method. This method, inspired by comedian Jerry Seinfeld, involves building an unbroken streak of daily progress. Each day you complete your habit, mark an X on your calendar. Your goal is to keep the streak going as long as possible. The never miss twice rule. If you miss a day, don't let it become a habit. Get back on track immediately the next day. 3. Create social rewards, accountability. Humans are social creatures. We crave approval and recognition. Find an accountability partner. Tell a friend your habit goal and check in daily. Join a community. If you want to exercise, join a fitness group. If you want to write, join a writer's forum. Make your progress public. Share milestones on social media. Post updates on a progress board. When other people expect you to follow through, you are more likely to stay consistent. 4. Use financial rewards or penalties. Money is a powerful motivator. Use a reward system. If you complete 30 days of exercise, buy yourself a new workout outfit. If you stick to a reading habit for a month, reward yourself with a bookstore visit. Use a penalty system. If you fail to complete your habit, donate money to a cause you dislike. Use an app like StickK, where you set financial stakes for your goals. When money is on the line, you take your habits more seriously. How to make bad habits unrewarding. Just as you must increase rewards for good habits, you must remove rewards for bad habits. Increase the pain of bad habits. If you waste time on social media, install website blockers. If you eat junk food, keep it out of your house. If you procrastinate, set strict deadlines with real consequences. Make bad habits embarrassing. Tell a friend about your bad habit and have them hold you accountable. If you fail to meet your goal, announce it publicly. Delay the reward. If you crave a bad habit, force yourself to wait 10 minutes before acting on it. This small delay helps weaken impulsive behavior. Practical exercise. Create a habit reward system. Follow this step-by-step process to build a reward system for your new habits. 1. Pick a habit you want to build. Example: exercising every morning. 2. Choose an instant reward that makes it enjoyable. Example: listen to your favorite playlist during workouts. 3. Track your progress. Example: mark an X on your calendar for each workout. 4. Create a milestone reward. Example: if you complete 30 workouts, buy yourself new running shoes. 5. Find an accountability partner. Example: join a fitness group and check in daily. By pairing habits with immediate and long-term rewards, you reinforce them for life. The secret to long-term motivation. Make habits enjoyable. Use rewards that make the process fun. Track progress visually. Habit trackers reinforce consistency. Use social accountability. Having others involved increases commitment. Create financial stakes. Money-based rewards and penalties strengthen habits. When you optimize rewards, Habits stick effortlessly. Conclusion: how to stay motivated for life. Motivation isn't something you wait for. It's something you create. If a habit is rewarding, you will keep doing it. If a habit is painful or boring, you will quit. The key to lasting habits is to design them in a way that feels naturally rewarding. In the next chapter, we will explore how to recover from setbacks and maintain habits even when life gets hard. Chapter 8. Overcoming setbacks. How to stay on track when life gets hard. Why setbacks happen to everyone. No matter how strong your habits are, life will get in the way at some point. You might get sick and miss workouts. You might have a busy work schedule and neglect your reading habit. You might travel and disrupt your daily routines. Many people think setbacks mean they've failed, but that's not true. The key to lasting success is not perfection, it's resilience. Success is not about never failing. It's about getting back on track quickly. In this chapter, you'll learn how to recover from setbacks and stay consistent, no matter what life throws at you. Why missing a habit feels so demotivating. When you miss a habit, your brain tends to overreact. I failed, so there's no point in trying anymore. I missed 2 days. I might as well quit. I'll start again next month. This is called the all-or-nothing mindset, and it's one of the biggest killers of habit formation. Missing one day never ruins progress, but quitting because of it does. The key is to develop a system to recover quickly from setbacks. The never miss twice rule. One of the most powerful ways to stay consistent is to follow this simple rule. If you miss one day, don't miss the next. If you skip a workout on Monday, make sure to exercise on Tuesday. If you eat unhealthy at lunch, make a healthy choice at dinner. If you miss a day of writing, get back to it tomorrow. One mistake doesn't matter. A pattern of mistakes does. Missing one day is normal. Missing 2 days is the start of a new bad habit. How to recover from a habit setback. When you fall off track, use this 3-step recovery system to restart your habit immediately. Step 1. Forgive yourself and move on. Many people waste time feeling guilty after missing a habit. But guilt doesn't help. It only makes you feel worse. Accept that setbacks are normal. Remind yourself that missing one day doesn't erase progress. Focus on what you can do next, not on what you missed. Step 2. Restart with the smallest possible action. If you've fallen off track, the best way to restart is to make it easy. Instead of trying to work out for an hour, just do 1 push-up. Instead of trying to write for an hour, just write 1 sentence. Instead of trying to meditate for 20 minutes, just take 3 deep breaths. When habits feel too big, they seem overwhelming. Restarting with a tiny action helps rebuild momentum. Step 3. Plan for the next obstacle. Most people fall off track for the same reasons over and over again. Ask yourself, what caused me to miss my habit? How can I prevent this from happening again? Examples. If you missed a workout because of time, schedule workouts earlier in the day. If you ate junk food because you were stressed, prepare healthy snacks in advance. If you skipped reading because you were too tired, switch to audiobooks. By preparing for future obstacles, you break the cycle of inconsistency. How to stay on track when life gets busy. One of the most common reasons for falling off track is a busy schedule. Here's how to keep your habits alive, even when life is hectic. 1. Use the minimum viable habit strategy. When you're busy, reduce your habit to the smallest possible version. If you don't have time for a full workout, just do 5 push-ups. If you're too busy to read a chapter, just read 1 sentence. If you don't have time for a full journal entry, write 1 word. Doing a tiny version of your habit keeps momentum alive, even on your busiest days. 2. Set a no 0 days rule. A no 0 days rule means you always do something, even if it's tiny. Instead of skipping the gym completely, do 1 minute of stretching. Instead of skipping writing, jot down a quick idea. Instead of skipping meditation, take 3 deep breaths. This rule keeps you from losing momentum completely. 3. Automate your habits. The less you have to think about a habit, the easier it is to stay consistent. Prepare in advance. If you want to exercise, set out your workout clothes the night before. Schedule habits like appointments. Put them in your calendar. Use reminders. Set phone alerts or sticky notes. By automating habits, you make them easier to follow, even on busy days. How to mentally bounce back from a setback. Sometimes, setbacks feel discouraging. You might feel like all your progress was wasted. Here's how to shift your mindset after a setback. 1. Remind yourself of progress. Look back at how far you've come. Even if you missed a few days, you're still ahead of where you started. 2. Use the fresh start effect. Choose a restart date, like Monday or the first of the month, to mentally reset. 3. Focus on identity, not perfection. Instead of saying, "I failed," say, "I am still a healthy person. I just had a rough day." Your identity stays the same, even if you had a temporary setback. Practical exercise. Build a habit recovery plan. To prevent setbacks from derailing you, create a habit recovery plan using these steps. 1. Write down your most important habit. Example: exercising daily. 2. Identify what might cause you to fall off track. Example: being too busy or too tired. 3. Create a backup plan for those situations. Example: if I can't do a full workout, I will do 10 jumping jacks. 4. Follow the never miss twice rule. Example: if I miss one day, I will get back on track immediately. By having a recovery plan, you'll never feel lost after a setback. Conclusion: resilience is the key to success. Setbacks do not mean failure. They are just temporary obstacles. Everyone misses a day sometimes. The key is to bounce back quickly. Use the never miss twice rule to recover instantly. When life gets busy, shrink your habit to the smallest possible version. Plan ahead for obstacles, so you don't fall off track. By mastering the art of habit recovery, you create unbreakable consistency, even when life gets tough. In the next chapter, we'll explore how to build a long-term mindset that guarantees success for years to come. Chapter 9. The Long-Term Mindset: How to Build Habits That Last a Lifetime. Why most people struggle with long-term habits. Building a habit is one thing. Keeping it for life is another. Most people start strong but struggle to stay consistent for months or years. Why? They rely too much on motivation. Motivation fades over time. They focus on short-term results. When results slow down, they quit. They don't have a long-term strategy. They wing it instead of planning ahead. The key to lifelong success is to develop a long-term mindset that keeps habits alive forever. The power of long-term thinking. Many people fall into the trap of short-term thinking. I'll go to the gym for a month to get in shape. I'll read every day until I finish this book. I'll save money until I can afford this purchase. But the problem is, once they reach their goal, they stop. Short-term results fade, but long-term habits last forever. Instead of thinking, "How long do I have to do this?" shift your mindset to, "How can I make this part of my lifestyle forever?" How to develop a lifetime habit mindset. To make habits last a lifetime, follow these 5 key strategies. 1. Make the habit part of your identity. The easiest way to stick to a habit long-term is to make it part of who you are. Instead of saying, "I am trying to eat healthy," say, "I am a healthy person." Instead of saying, "I am trying to exercise," say, "I am an athlete." When a habit becomes part of your identity, you no longer need motivation. It just becomes who you are. 2. Focus on the process, not just the results. Many people quit because they don't see results fast enough. They go to the gym for a month, but their weight hasn't changed much. They start saving money, but their bank account still looks small. They start reading, but they still don't feel smarter. The secret is to fall in love with the process, not just the outcome. Instead of focusing on losing 20 pounds, focus on being the type of person who exercises daily. Instead of focusing on making $1 million, focus on being someone who manages money wisely. Instead of focusing on reading 50 books, focus on being someone who reads daily. Results come naturally when you commit to the process. 3. Use the forever rule. Ask yourself, is this something I can do forever? Many people start habits that are too extreme, which is why they fail long-term. Going to the gym 6 days a week might work short-term, but can you do it forever? Cutting out all sugar might help you lose weight, but can you live without sugar forever? Instead of choosing habits that are too intense, focus on sustainable behaviors. If you can't go to the gym 6 days a week forever, go 3 days instead. If you can't cut out sugar forever, focus on moderation instead. Long-term success is about consistency, not intensity. 4. Build systems, not just goals. Most people set goals but don't build systems. Goal: I want to write a book. System: I will write 500 words every day. Goal: I want to get in shape. System: I will exercise every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Goal: I want to read more. System: I will read for 10 minutes after breakfast every day. Goals are temporary. Systems last forever. Focus on creating a system that makes success inevitable. 5. Accept that growth is non-linear. One of the biggest reasons people quit habits is because progress slows down. At first, progress feels exciting. You lose weight fast in the first few weeks. You see financial growth quickly when you start saving. You feel more productive when you first build good habits. But then progress slows down, and people lose motivation. Success is not linear. It comes in waves. Instead of quitting when progress slows, trust the process. Small actions still add up, even when you can't see results immediately. The people who succeed long-term are the ones who stay consistent even when progress seems slow. How to keep habits exciting long-term. Even when habits become automatic, boredom can make you quit. Here's how to keep habits fresh for life. Challenge yourself. If a habit feels too easy, increase the difficulty slightly. If you run daily, try a new route or distance. If you read daily, try a new genre or topic. Track your progress in a new way. Use different habit trackers. Set fun personal challenges, e.g., read 100 pages in a week. Give yourself small milestone rewards. Every 3 months, reward yourself for consistency. Example: if you work out consistently for 6 months, buy new workout gear. Teach or inspire others. Help a friend build the same habit. Share your progress with a community or social group. Take short breaks when needed. If you feel burnout, take a planned break instead of quitting entirely. Example: instead of stopping exercise completely, reduce intensity for a week. By keeping habits fresh and engaging, you avoid burnout and stay motivated for years. Practical exercise. Build your lifetime habit strategy. Follow these steps to create a habit that lasts forever. 1. Choose a habit that aligns with your identity. Example: I am a reader. 2. Set a system, not just a goal. Example: I will read for 10 minutes every morning. 3. Make sure it's sustainable long-term. Example: 10 minutes is something I can do forever. 4. Prepare for slow progress. Example: even if I don't see results right away, I will stay consistent. 5. Find ways to keep it exciting. Example: I will try new book genres and track my progress. By building habits that fit your identity and lifestyle, you ensure they last forever. Conclusion: the mindset for lifelong success. Focus on identity, not just goals. Love the process, not just the results. Choose habits you can maintain forever. Build systems that make success automatic. Stay consistent, even when progress slows. Keep habits fun and engaging. By applying these principles, you can build habits that last a lifetime and transform your future. In the next chapter, we'll explore how to design your daily environment to make good habits effortless. Chapter 10. Designing your environment for automatic success. Why environment matters more than willpower. Most people believe they need strong willpower to build good habits. But research shows that your environment has a much bigger impact than your willpower. If junk food is in your kitchen, you will eat it, even if you have strong willpower. If your phone is next to you while working, you will check it, even if you try to focus. If your workout clothes are hidden in your closet, you will skip exercise, even if you plan to go. Good habits happen when the environment makes them easy. Bad habits happen when the environment makes them easy. The best way to change your habits isn't to rely on willpower. It's to design an environment that makes success automatic. How your environment shapes your behavior. The power of choice architecture. Your environment subtly influences your decisions every day. In a grocery store, healthier foods at eye level sell more than unhealthy ones on lower shelves. In a workspace, employees drink more water when water stations are nearby. In a home, people watch less TV when they put the remote out of reach. This is called choice architecture. Your surroundings guide your behavior, even if you don't realize it. Instead of trying to force new habits, Redesign your environment so that good behaviors happen effortlessly. Step 1. Make good habits easy to do. 1. Create visual cues. Want to read more? Leave books where you can see them, on your desk, nightstand, or couch. Want to drink more water? Keep a water bottle on your desk or next to your bed. Want to take vitamins? Place them near your toothbrush so you remember every morning. What you see is what you do. Make sure the habits you want are visible. 2. Reduce friction for good habits. The easier a habit is, the more likely you are to do it. Want to exercise? Set out workout clothes the night before. Want to eat healthy? Wash and cut fruits/vegetables in advance so they're ready to eat. Want to practice guitar? Keep it out of the case and in the middle of your room. When good habits are effortless to start, they become part of your routine. Step 2. Make bad habits harder to do. 1. Remove visual triggers. If a habit is out of sight, it's out of mind. Want to stop snacking? Keep unhealthy food out of sight or out of the house. Want to reduce screen time? Charge your phone in another room at night. Want to stop checking social media? Remove shortcuts from your home screen. When bad habits aren't convenient, you'll do them less often. 2. Increase friction for bad habits. Make bad habits more difficult to perform. Want to watch less TV? Remove the batteries from the remote so you have to put them back in each time. Want to stop spending money online? Remove saved payment methods so you have to enter your card manually. Want to stop hitting snooze? Put your alarm clock across the room so you have to get up. If a habit is annoying to do, you're more likely to stop doing it. Step 3. Design specific spaces for specific habits. Your brain associates locations with behaviors. If you always work in bed, your brain associates bed with work, making it harder to sleep. Designate spaces for different activities. Work in a dedicated workspace. Exercise in a specific workout area. Read in a quiet, cozy reading spot. By linking habits to specific locations, they become automatic behaviors in those spaces. Step 4. Use habit triggers to reinforce good behavior. 1. Pair habits with existing routines, habit stacking. Attach new habits to routines you already do. After I brush my teeth, I will floss one tooth. After I pour my coffee, I will write 3 things I'm grateful for. After I take off my work shoes, I will do 10 push-ups. By linking new habits to existing ones, they become part of your daily flow. 2. Use the temptation bundling trick. Temptation bundling means pairing a habit you want to do with a habit you already enjoy. Only listen to your favorite podcast while exercising. Only watch Netflix while stretching or on a treadmill. Only drink your favorite coffee while reading. By linking habits with rewards, they become something you look forward to. Step 5. Automate good habits with technology. Technology can help you stay consistent. Set phone reminders for habits you want to build. Use a habit tracking app to visualize progress. Automate healthy behaviors, e.g., meal delivery for healthy eating, auto savings for finances. The less effort required, the more likely you'll stick with the habit. Step 6. Surround yourself with the right people. Your habits are shaped by the people around you. If your friends exercise, you're more likely to work out. If your coworkers read, you're more likely to pick up a book. If your family eats healthy, you're more likely to make good food choices. Surround yourself with people who already have the habits you want. Join groups, communities, or online forums that support your goals. The easiest way to build good habits is to be around people who already have them. Practical exercise. Redesign your environment for success. 1. Choose one habit you want to build. Example: reading more books. 2. Make it visible. Place books where you'll see them, on your desk, nightstand, or couch. 3. Reduce friction. Keep a book open to the next chapter so you can pick it up easily. 4. Remove distractions. Charge your phone in another room while reading. 5. Link it to an existing habit. After I pour my morning coffee, I will read 1 page. By designing your environment, you make success effortless. Conclusion: set yourself up for automatic success. Good habits become easy when you design your surroundings to support them. Bad habits fade when you remove triggers and increase friction. Your environment silently shapes your behavior every day. Use it to your advantage. By making small changes to your surroundings, You can create a lifestyle where good habits happen naturally, without relying on willpower. In the next chapter, we'll explore how to combine all these strategies into a personal habit system that guarantees success for life. Chapter 11. Building your personal habit system, the ultimate guide to mastering your daily routine. Why you need a habit system, not just good intentions. Most people try to build habits through motivation and willpower alone, but that approach doesn't last. Motivation fluctuates. Some days you feel excited, other days you don't. Willpower is limited. The more decisions you make in a day, the weaker your willpower becomes. Life is unpredictable. Without a structured system, habits fall apart when things get busy. The solution? A personal habit system, a structured, repeatable way to build and maintain habits automatically. What is a habit system? A habit system is a set of rules and routines that make good habits effortless and sustainable. Instead of trying to remember to work out, your system schedules workouts in advance. Instead of relying on motivation to eat healthy, your system preps healthy meals in advance. Instead of forcing yourself to stay productive, your system eliminates distractions. With a strong system, good habits happen naturally, without needing constant effort. Step 1. Identify your core habits. To build an effective system, start by identifying the most important habits for your life. Health habits: exercise, sleep, hydration, healthy eating. Productivity habits: planning, deep work, goal setting. Mindset habits: gratitude, meditation, journaling. Relationship habits: quality time with family, social connections. These keystone habits have the biggest impact on your success. Exercise. What are the 3 most important habits that will improve your life? Step 2. Create a habit loop for each habit. Every habit follows a cue craving response reward loop. To make a habit automatic, you must design this loop intentionally. Example: morning exercise habit. Cue: place workout clothes next to your bed. Craving: imagine how energized you'll feel after exercise. Response: do a quick 10-minute workout. Reward: drink your favorite smoothie afterward. By setting up this loop, your habit becomes a natural part of your routine. Step 3. Automate and schedule your habits. To make habits consistent, put them on autopilot with schedules and reminders. Schedule it in advance. If a habit isn't scheduled, it won't happen. Example: plan workouts for Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 7 a.m. Use habit stacking. Attach new habits to existing ones. Example: after I brush my teeth, I will meditate for 1 minute. Set up reminders. Use phone alarms, sticky notes, or habit tracking apps. By automating habits, you eliminate decision fatigue and make them effortless. Step 4. Track your progress and measure success. Tracking habits helps you stay motivated and see improvement over time. Use a habit tracker. Mark an X on your calendar each day you complete a habit. Follow the never miss twice rule. If you miss a day, get back on track immediately. Track small wins. Focus on consistency, not perfection. Even small progress adds up. Step 5. Adjust and optimize your habit system. No system is perfect at the start. Over time, analyze what works and make adjustments. Identify what's working. Keep habits that feel easy and enjoyable. Identify roadblocks. Adjust or replace habits that feel too difficult. Experiment with new strategies. Try different rewards, cues, or habit stacking techniques. Exercise. Every Sunday evening, take 5 minutes to review your habits and make small improvements. Step 6. Use accountability and social reinforcement. Find an accountability partner. Check in with a friend daily or weekly. Example: if you skip a workout, your partner calls you out on it. Join a habit group or challenge. Being part of a community increases consistency. Example: join a book club if you want to read more. Make a public commitment. Announcing your habit publicly makes you more likely to stick to it. Having external accountability makes habits stronger. Step 7. Make your habit system fun and sustainable. Long-term habits should feel enjoyable, not like a burden. Use rewards. Example: if you complete a month of workouts, buy yourself new athletic gear. Gamify your progress. Example: turn habits into a personal challenge, e.g., 30-day workout challenge. Allow flexibility. If a habit starts feeling dull, switch things up. Example: if you get bored of running, try swimming or cycling. Fun habits are sustainable habits. Example of a full habit system. Here's what a structured daily habit system might look like. Morning routine. Wake up at 6:30 a.m. Cue. Phone alarm. Drink water. Habit stack. After waking up, 10-minute workout. Automated. Scheduled every day. Read for 10 minutes. Visual cue. Book on nightstand. Workday routine. Plan tasks for the day. Cue. After opening laptop. Work distraction-free for 90 minutes. Habit. Phone in another room. Take a 5-minute stretch break every hour. Automated. Phone alarm reminder. Evening routine. Reflect on the day. Habit stack. After dinner. No screens after 9 p.m. Environmental design. Phone in another room. Sleep by 10:30 p.m. Habit stack. After reading. With a system like this, good habits become effortless. Practical exercise. Build your personal habit system. Step 1. Choose 3 core habits to focus on. Example: exercise, reading, and productivity. Step 2. Design a habit loop for each habit. Example: after I wake up, I will drink a glass of water and stretch for 5 minutes. Step 3. Automate and schedule your habits. Example: plan workouts every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Step 4. Track progress and make adjustments weekly. Example: use a calendar or app to mark daily progress. Step 5. Add accountability and rewards. Example: if I complete 30 days of exercise, I will buy myself a new workout outfit. By following these steps, you'll create a powerful habit system that lasts a lifetime. Conclusion: how to master your daily routine for life. Habits don't last because of motivation. They last because of systems. By automating habits, tracking progress, and making adjustments, you create long-term success. A habit system makes good behavior effortless, so success becomes inevitable. By applying these principles, you'll build a daily routine that guarantees long-term success in every area of life. In the next chapter, we'll explore the science of personal transformation, how to continuously grow, evolve, and improve for the rest of your life. Chapter 12. The Science of Personal Transformation, how to keep growing and improving for life. Why growth is a lifelong journey. Many people believe that personal growth is a one-time event. They think if they build good habits, achieve success, or reach a milestone, they can stop improving. But the truth is, growth is a continuous process, not a final destination. Success is not about reaching one goal, but about evolving over time. The happiest and most successful people never stop learning, adapting, and growing. To live a fulfilling life, you must develop a personal transformation system, a mindset and strategy for lifelong self-improvement. Step 1. Adopt a growth mindset. Fixed mindset versus growth mindset. People with a fixed mindset believe, "I'm just not good at this. I wasn't born with talent. I'll never change." People with a growth mindset believe, "I can improve with effort. Challenges help me grow. Failures are learning experiences." A growth mindset is the foundation of lifelong transformation. Step 2. Commit to constant learning. The fastest way to grow is to never stop learning. Read books. Read daily, even if it's just for 10 minutes. Focus on books that expand your knowledge and skills. Learn from others. Surround yourself with people who challenge and inspire you. Find mentors or coaches who push you to grow. Develop new skills. Every year, commit to learning one new skill. Examples: public speaking, a new language, coding, leadership skills. Stay curious. Ask questions. Explore new ideas. Never assume you know everything. Continuous learning keeps your mind sharp and your potential unlimited. Step 3. Push beyond your comfort zone. Growth happens when you do things that feel uncomfortable. If you never challenge yourself, you'll stay the same. If you regularly push your limits, you'll keep growing. Ways to step outside your comfort zone. Take on challenges that scare you. Speak up in meetings or public settings. Try something you've never done before. Growth is not supposed to be comfortable, but it's always worth it. Step 4. Set big, meaningful goals. Your goals determine the direction of your growth. But most people set goals that are too small or too vague. How to set transformational goals. Make them specific and measurable. Instead of, I want to be healthier, say, I will exercise 3 times a week and eat home-cooked meals 5 days a week. Make them challenging but achievable. The best goals stretch you but don't overwhelm you. Focus on long-term impact. Short-term goals are good, but long-term goals shape your life. Exercise. Write down 3 long-term goals that will push you to grow. Step 5. Reflect and improve constantly. If you don't reflect, you won't grow. People who achieve personal transformation track their progress, review mistakes, and adjust their strategies. How to make reflection a habit. Daily reflection. Ask yourself, what did I learn today? Weekly review. Ask yourself, what went well this week? What could I improve? Annual self-assessment. Write down, how have I changed in the last year? What do I want to improve next? By regularly reflecting, you ensure continuous improvement. Step 6. Develop mental resilience. Resilience is the ability to keep going even when things get tough. Many people quit when they face failure, rejection, disappointment. But successful people know failures are lessons in disguise. Obstacles are part of growth. The most resilient people always rise after setbacks. Exercise. Think of a time you failed. What did you learn from it? How can you use that lesson to grow? Step 7. Surround yourself with the right people. Your environment determines your success. If you surround yourself with negative, lazy, or toxic people, you'll feel stuck. Ambitious, growth-oriented people, you'll be inspired to improve. How to build a growth-oriented network. Find mentors or coaches who push you forward. Join communities of people who share your ambitions. Limit time with people who hold you back. You become like the people you spend the most time with, so choose wisely. Step 8. Create a life plan. Transformation is intentional. It doesn't happen by accident. Most people drift through life without a plan. But those who grow the most have a clear vision for their future. How to create a personal growth plan. Step 1. Define your vision. Where do you want to be in 5 years? What kind of person do you want to become? Step 2. Set milestones. Break your vision into yearly goals. Step 3. Build daily habits. Identify the daily habits that will help you get there. Growth isn't something that just happens to you. It's something you create. Step 9. Enjoy the journey. Personal growth is a lifelong adventure. The goal isn't just to reach the next milestone. It's to enjoy the process of becoming a better version of yourself every day. Celebrate your progress. Be patient with yourself. Keep learning, evolving, and improving. There's no finish line to self-improvement, just endless opportunities to grow. Practical exercise. Create your personal transformation plan. Step 1. Write down one area of your life you want to improve. Step 2. Identify a new habit that will help you grow in that area. Step 3. Set a small challenge for yourself to step outside your comfort zone. Step 4. Reflect weekly on your progress. Step 5. Find a mentor, coach, or community to support your growth. By following this plan, you'll create a lifetime of personal transformation. Conclusion: growth never stops. Success isn't about reaching a destination. It's about continuous evolution. Transformation happens when you embrace learning, challenges, and reflection. By committing to lifelong growth, you become the best version of yourself every single day. This book has provided the ultimate system for building lifelong habits, staying motivated, and continuously improving. Now, it's your turn to take action. Final challenge: take action today. Choose one lesson from this book and apply it to your life today. Start small, stay consistent, and commit to lifelong growth. The future belongs to those who take action. Final words: your journey begins now. This book was never about just learning. It was about applying these lessons to create real change in your life. Small habits lead to massive transformation. Success comes from daily action. Your future is in your hands. Start now. You are capable of extraordinary growth. Keep going, keep evolving, and never stop becoming the person you were meant to be. Your transformation starts today.